Hi guys, Dave here for Sutherland Solo. Thanks for tuning in. This is an unboxing video of my new Akubra hat. A bit different from my normal bush videos that I do, but it is related. This was part of the story of my continuing search for a good bush hat. I've since settled on one, but I've taken a liking to Akubra hats, and so I've got myself another one. But let's get straight into it. A new Akubra hat, and let's have a look and see what we got. Now, Akubra has been around for about 150 years, and their hats are known as tanks. They have a nickname of tanks because they are so tough. When you think about them, they make Akubras for the Australian environment. That's everywhere from up north, you have like jungle. Further south you come, you get into the blistering heat of the deserts. And then you keep going further south, you get into snow and the high rainfall areas down the southern states, Tasmania, Melbourne, places like that. So Akubras are made to go right across Australia for all those different environments. That's why they're known to be tanks. For 150 years, they've been perfecting the art of hat making for Australians. They make fashion hats, and they also make working hats like this, and they last you for yonks. That thing about being tanks, I was watching a video of a Harrison Ford fan, a Indiana Jones fan, and he had his Akubra hat, and it was their version of the Indiana Jones hat. I think it was called the Adventurer, the Akubra Adventurer, and he just took the hat and just punched it. He just blindsided this thing. Then he took it and pushed it back into shape. So Akubra, known as tanks. So what do we get here? Okay, this hat is come from Brisbane Hatters. I get all my hats from Brisbane Hatters. I'm probably going to give them a couple of positive plugs because they're just a really good company to deal with. I just like dealing with them, so I get all my hats from them. Okay, first thing we get a receipt. Alright, let's open up and see what else we got here. Tess is the head honcho at Brisbane Hatters, and every hat I've gotten from them, I don't have a lot, but every hat I have gotten from them has just been really well packed, and they, I'll tell you about it afterwards. They just do some extra stuff for you, which I think is really great. So first thing we got, okay, let's see, there she is there. As you see, quite nicely packed. So you get some tissue paper on the top. Brisbane Hatters label on it. You're going to hear Brisbane Hatters a lot from me. I don't get paid by them or anything. I just think credit where credit's due there. I've just found them a great company to deal with. So what else we got here? Oh yeah. Personalized letter. Dear David, thank you for your purchase and for your support. Please find included a hat care card, and some foam padding to help with sizing. Hope you love your new Akubra. I probably will. From the team of Brisbane Hatters. Yeah, pretty good. And then a copy of the receipt. So the second copy of the receipt. Okay. Get a card here. Try and get it back in focus. Get a card there. It's got a kind of cool. It's like a postcard. An old vintage photograph of an old hat factory. I don't know which factory that would be. Brisbane Hatters do Akubra, but do other brands as well. And then hat tricks. Care and maintenance of your hat on the back. Pretty handy. And these are inserts for the hat. every hat I've gotten from them has had 2 of these in it. And you insert these in the headbands. If the hat is too loose, it brings it down a size. Then as the hat shrinks, because it's a natural fabric, it can shrink and shape towards your head as the more you wear it. You can actually pull these out so that the sizing remains as comfortable as you need. Yeah, so 2 hat inserts. They come with every hat. And here's the hat here. Oh yeah, they always do a brilliant job on it. Can't speak highly enough of these people, they're great. The hat comes like this. So that protects the crown with that piece of cardboard, and then the other piece of cardboard on the inside protecting the shape of the hat. And this is it here again. It's the Akubra Tablelands in Sorrel Tan. Sorrel Tan is the color, and it's size 58 centimeters, which is my head size. One thing Brisbane Hatters does for you, which is why I stick with them, so not just because of their service, but also they do this. They don't vandalize your hat and then send it to you. You can talk to them via email or over the phone and about what you're particularly looking for, and they'll customize the hat to your particular needs. They can do the reshaping of the brim and reshaping of the crown, and what I like to get them to do for me is to trim the crown. This is the full size Tablelands here. I think the brim size is 83 millimeters, and it's all trimmed around the edge, so I think it's about 83 millimeters. But all those larger brims are too big for what I'm after. I'll use them for the New Zealand bush, not out in the sun as much. I'm mostly under the trees, so a smaller brim actually makes it easier to get around in the bush. So I've just really gotten a liking to having a narrower brim, and they've actually trimmed them for me. They trim just about all my hats for me, and that's a size more to my liking right there. Yeah. So what do you get when you get your Akubra? Well, this is the Tablelands again, and it's a working hat. It's got no liner. Some Akubras have a satin liner, white or peach, different colors you can get in there, and just on the inside, and it's attached underneath the headband, and that line is easily removable. So winter environments, you can have it in there, and it keeps you extra warm. If it's summer and you want it a little bit warmer, then you can actually take it out and it breathes a little bit better. So that's kind of handy, easy to take out. So this is a working hat, doesn't come with a liner anyway. So it's got a Akubra sticker there, so that grease and whatever you have from your head doesn't get into, let's see, hopefully you can see that. Yeah. So that that sticker there stops the grease and whatever from your head staining the top of the hat. It's also got 3 ventilation holes on either side. The standard brown hat band that comes with the Tablelands. And on the inside here we have the front, it says Tablelands, made in Australia. Hat sizing there. And then the Akubra brand and logo there, as well as up here on the sticker on the top of the crown. So roughly about, hang on a sec. When you get your Tablelands, as I was saying, the brim was about 83 centimeters, standard out of the box. I've had this one trimmed. This is more like 6.5 to 7 centimeters. Yeah. Yep, hang on. And crown height is about 11 centimeters. Oh, yeah, about 11 centimeters. Sorry, the brim was 83 millimeters, 8.3 centimeters. And again, that's your Tablelands in Sorrel Tan. I'm going to do a video on reshaping this hat. The Sorrel Tan is the reason why I got this particular one. I really like the browns, and I like the earth tones. I like adobe brown colors, and this is one of the closest colors I could find to it. And this is the only hat Akubra makes, I think, that comes in Sorrel Tan. I think there may be one other. but this is the only one I've seen. And I really like the color, that's why I got this hat. And they're very, very robust hats. So it's a package deal for me. I get the whole shebang. So that essentially for me is the unboxing video of my 2 new Tablelands from Brisbane Hatters. They've trimmed the brim for me, and I'll be doing some reshaping on that in a future video. Thanks for tuning in, guys.